Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Oh.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we
Yes, we
can.
can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
What is your advice to young budding business people?
Follow your passion. Never give up. Never ever give up. Never ever give up.
Okay. In meeting some of the challenges, what advice would you give, especially getting back loans and accessing markets, etc., etc.?
You are asking one of my pet questions. Let me share with you. You see, this is on our Facebook. It says, Project Resurrect Mother Lanka, Cinnamon to the fore. And here we show Sri Lanka in deep trouble. And we have the World Bank, the UN and the WHO assisting to see that it softens the loan part. And also you'll find here a board and also saying Friends of Sri Lanka. The idea is with cinnamon, the WHO, if they proclaim cinnamon is an immune system booster, then we have that. Number two, then if the UN can appoint a few celebrities as good life ambassadors, that helps us. And also if we can have 4th of February as the new normal day, billions of dollars that we need to go into marketing can be cut off. I mean, I believe, I wish to share this knowledge with you. It's a fairly comprehensive project that I have done. I would like to share with you once we get over this crisis of the inward remittances from our families who are living overseas and working so hard.
The child is receiving twice the money from his mum, yet he knows country is getting into more debt, unable to even pay for fuel and gas. He simply wants someone to say that it is not true.
How do we get the support of the rich Sri Lankan diaspora overseas to support Sri Lanka at this moment of time? This happened in India as well during their foreign exchange crisis. The Indians rallied round.
Let me see, today we have a situation where the credibility of the administration's complete set of administration have been a big if. So, in our humble opinion, if we can get the big accounting firms to confirm that all inward remittances from the worker remittance from Sri Lankans who come into the country is not used other than for our daily use for gas, petrol, and medical supplies, and it is put in the headlines in the newspapers and the news media, then the credibility of the money is being used for survival comes in. So once you get the credibility of that, then the credibility of the tourist monies. So that also, if you can do some kind of where the big five can say something, if the president can talk to them and if the parliament can approve it, I mean, then the question of these funds that are coming in is very transparent, that may be a stepping stone, I believe.
Okay. My final question to you is, what is your expectation of our leadership?
I mean, we are in a nightmare. I hope and pray that those who rally the president will sincerely help to go forward. All we have to do is to be pebbles to rebuild the country. Just to be pebbles to rebuild the country.
Okay. And what is your message to the young people?
Be positive. Be positive. And never talk negative unless you have a solution for the negative.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mohideen. Great having you on our program.
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it.
We expect funding from champion philanthropists who will create a legacy by etching their names in history. We seek $12 billion for the project. Once secured, it will be paid to the lenders, thereby reducing the servicing cost and revaluing the rupee to Rs 225 levels. Governments will not be involved in the project other than giving basic guidelines. No interest is charged, but the government need to disburse 2.5% of the redeemable capital annually to the Moksha Foundation, a non-profit entity fully controlled by the patrons. Understanding of the project can be by reading the book in the link below. The history of Ceylon cinnamon is interesting. The Arabs came to Sri Lanka to visit Adam's Peak. By chance they stumbled on the miracle spice. The Arabs told tall tales to hide its identity. They were able to sell 350 grams of cinnamon for 5 kilograms of silver. The Portuguese came to Sri Lanka by accident. They found about the value of cinnamon and took control of the trade by conquering parts of Sri Lanka. The Spanish searched for cinnamon as it was even mentioned in the Bible. They could not come to Sri Lanka then, but they love Ceylon cinnamon. They use cinnamon in their tasty dishes. Soon the word went around that Sri Lanka had the best cinnamon. The colonial powers waged war to take control of the trade. Meanwhile the Chinese was seen having about 400 ships in the Gulf Sea laden with cinnamon, silks etc. They were so generous that they gave silver and silk to the temple in Dondera. Finally the Dutch and later the British took control of the country and thereby the trade. Both countries significantly contributed to its success. The Dutch built canals and roadways while the British improved the trade. The picture shows Big Brother India to the rescue. We need them and our buddies the Maldivians to help us in this unique project because of their different strengths, positions and historical connections. Speaking of the miracle spice the world has been waiting for, we have a Sri Lankan initiative on global health. Just a pinch of cinnamon a day and it will keep medicine at bay, and hopefully the national budget can reduce significantly when increases the immune system of little children. Meanwhile the true benefits of this miracle spice can be summed as the ultimate profit is health and the ultimate wealth is happiness. The two pictures shows gifts opens doors and softens hearts. And on in the health front it is very clear, from icebreaker to party and from mood enhancer to energizer, helping to develop a positive attitude and increase leadership qualities. This is a miracle spice. Who can give a better product than Mother Nature? What more clinical tests than time itself? And as for its benefits, what more proof than generation upon generation? Or ask Grandma. We need 1 million good life ambassadors to vouch its goodness. Please join Mother Lanka's initiative. Let us declare it as a national treasure. Let us persuade WHO to proclaim that this miracle spice is an immune system booster. Let us get the UN to appoint celebrities as good life ambassadors, and we will offer cinnamon for every lifestyle, and to use from dawn to dusk, to gift to the young or the old, clergy to royalty, for events to loyalty programs.
We thank all personalities for patiently listening. Friends of Sri Lanka, help us. We guarantee that even under present circumstances, we can get out of debt with our unique method. We humbly request the mighty nations who have been part of our cinnamon history, help us to globalize the true benefits of this miracle spice by revitalizing the industry. Dear philanthropists, your names will be etched in history by gifting the world a delightful, healthy lifestyle. We wish to be the pebbles to rebuild Sri Lanka.